What's up guys, it's Sophie. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm here with my sister Hannah.
Hi.
She's
13.
She's 13. And today we're going to talk about periods and period hacks. We're collaborating with Time of the Month. Time of the Month have started a campaign, and that campaign is called #TalkingPeriods. So what we're going to talk about today is period hacks and how we get through ours. They're not very pleasant at all. So the first hack that I have,
an app I like.
is apps. Apps are really helpful when it comes to talking about periods and things, because it's better than just writing it on a calendar and forgetting to do things. Whether it's all logged in your phone, all in one place, you can put all your symptoms in, you can put in ovulation,
your moods,
everything. I've had this app called Flow, and it's kind of like this, if you can see, and I can log my period, so you can put in all about your day, how it's going, what moods you're in, sort of the technical period stuff. You can also put about physical activity, how much water and sleep you've had, and that's really great as well, because it also tells you when you're ovulating, when you're due on your period in about a year's time, which is great for me because I'm really irregular. What app do you use?
I use an app called P.Tracker, which I'm actually opening right now, but my phone's really slow. So, and basically it's similar to Sophie's Flow one, but you can put in your moods and you can put in how bad your cramps are, how bad your flow is, and like what symptoms you're having, again like nausea and things like that. But it will tell you when it is predicted to end, and again like Sophie's, it will tell you what they are. It might be in a year's advance. Mine just looks like that at the moment, and
I don't know about yours, but I actually have articles that come up on mine to do with things like why you're late on your period, or things to do with like backache and why you could be having these particular symptoms that are usual. And people can actually comment on them, because you can sign up for the app. You don't have to, but it's great if you change phone, you can sign back in. But you sign up for it, and if you want to comment on these and talk to people about it, it's actually anonymous.
Yeah. You can track your periods through this bit here, and like I said, it'll tell you what day you're on, when it's expected to end, and it's quite a simple app if you're just starting out with your periods.
So the next hack we have is something that Hannah told me literally like 2 days ago, which I wish I knew before because it's great.
If obviously people can't really smell you, but if you're nervous that people can, one thing that you can do before you put a pad on is spray your pants and wait for them to dry, and then put the pad over the top.
But you've got to be careful not to have any direct contact with your skin. So that's a great way to like feel a bit more confident.
Yeah, give you more confidence and just pride in your step.
So I mentioned earlier that I'm really irregular. Being irregular is horrible, trust me. I went the other day 51 days in between each period, and then the other day it was something like 28. So that's not great, is it really? But anyway, I always have to I always have to carry a pad or a liner.
You just got that.
A pad, a liner, or a spare pair of underwear with me.
Spare pair of underwear is always really good.
Yeah, it's really important for me, because you don't know when you're going to come on your periods. There will be actually soon a post on my blog about the worst time when I came on my period. Soon I will leave a link below. They're really important, and even if you don't come on, some of your friends find it so useful. Sometimes they have a really bad time, they've come on unexpectedly and it's
at school great. And they haven't got anything, so
so you can just lend them a pad. So that's something that is really important to me. I always have to have one everywhere I go. It doesn't matter whether I'm on my period or not. It has to be in my bag. Okay, so the next one. I can't actually do this anymore because I'm on some specific medication that doesn't allow me to do it, but I used to have to take iron and vitamin supplements because obviously you're losing a lot of blood, which means you're losing a lot of your iron in your blood and your body, and the vitamins that you need, which means, you know, if you lose too much iron or certain vitamins, you can go really pale, you can get fatigue, you can just be really weak, and it doesn't help. It doesn't help your moods when you go to school. Fatigue.
I thought it was fatigue.
Fatigue. It's fatigue. But that is so important that you keep your vitamins and your iron levels great, because you do lose a lot of blood, and it's so important that you have those in your body. You are going to need it. Or red meats and fish and things like that. Eat lots more of them.
Okay, something that I find really helpful when I'm on my period is if you're having really bad cramps, like, obviously you can't do this at school, but if you're having bad cramps at home, what you can use is like called a hot water bottle or like a heat pad. But if you're as lazy as me and just watching Netflix, something that you could do is, if you have a laptop, it heats up at the bottom, so you can place it where you've got cramps, obviously, and it'll obviously take them down, not completely,
but it is a source of
relax them.
Not everyone has a source of heat, you know, that helps them with their cramps. There's other ways, but we find that heat helps us the most. Pills I also find are great, ibuprofen, anything like that. People usually tell me that these period pills don't work, but I think they work a lot better than normal ones. And it's worth the money. I always have to have some next to my bed in my bag wherever I go. It's just 2 of them and my cramps have gone. Patterns. This is so important. If you have the app, it's so easy to find. But if you can find a pattern when you have your period, so the day before I come on, I'm usually in an horrible mood. I'm sure you're aware of that, Hannah. That's something that I find is my warning sign. So find a warning sign or find a pattern. If you're like me and irregular, patterns are really difficult to spot, but I find with mine, I've noticed that the days in between my cycle, so between periods, I go from like 28 days, 30 days, 34, 36, up to about 40 sometimes. And then that goes back down to 28, so you go up in steps. You know, you may have a day where you come on normally.
I have something that I've noticed, although I've not been regular for like months and months, I'm quite irregular. But over the past few, I've noticed the day before I have my period, I have the tiniest bit of blood. And it's like, it's
spotting.
Yeah, it's noticeable, so I can just put a liner on or something, and then the next day I will know to obviously wear a pad.
Yeah, so you've just got to look for those patterns. I actually had to go to the hospital a while ago, and we thought I had appendicitis, so I had really bad cramps, and I was nowhere near my period at all, and I had these awful cramps to the point I was standing in the shower and I had to sit down because I couldn't move. I went to the hospital and we actually found out that you can have ovulation pains. I have a really rare sort of condition within women, I think, something like that, where it really can cause pain and you can't move. I can't remember the name of it, so it's really difficult to remember. But you can have things like that, like cramps, so I wouldn't worry. But if it does get to a point where if you do worry so much about it and they are regular, you do need to go and see your doctor or your GP, because it might not be ovulation cramp, but you do have them, because about 2 weeks before the eggs move to the uterus and all that stupid rubbish.
It's just period scientist thing, that
science stuff you learn eventually. But if you do have cramps and you have lots of them when you're not on your period, it is an idea to go to the doctors, because it may not be ovulation. It may be ovulation. Yeah, so just go and get that checked out and get it sorted. It's great, because then you stop worrying about it. It is an idea, go and get that checked out, but you need to find patterns, and patterns are really helpful when it comes to when you're on your period. But no, there's lots of other hacks you can have, like exercise. Apparently that's good.
That is actually really good.
Yeah, it's good. I've just started exercising myself, so I can't say it at the minute. But exercise, people say that there are lots of different ways, herbal teas and stuff, and just eat your chocolate if you fancy it.
Yeah, if it makes you feel good.
Yeah, if it makes you feel good, do it.
Another thing is, the period, you've got to find the right size pad. There's of girls who go every month with the wrong size pad.
No, you have to be really careful with tampons, but with pads you have to find the right size. They have different thickness of liners, different thickness of pads, different lengths, different flaps or no flaps.
I still don't know the difference between the different coloured different coloured liners.
But you've got to find one that suits you, and it's like, you know, just experiment with trying different ones.
Yeah, experiment with trying different ones.
Preferably when you're at home.
Yeah, if you're at home, say you're on your periods in the holiday, tend to experiment then and try and find out what is your size pad, because then you're at home and you can
know for sure. But that's really important, find your pad size.
Oh gosh. I think the first period is always the most confusing one. It was confusing for me because honestly it looked like poo at first. Because when I'm on a period, it starts off brown and you think that you've pooed yourself.
Yeah, you do.
But obviously it's like, it's not. If it's all over your pants, you obviously think, oh my god, have I just moved my pants now, I pooed myself? And it's like, no, if it's all over it, then it's most likely your period.
Probably, yeah.
More likely.
If you want to check out my blog, I'll leave the link below. Thank you for watching. If you don't like periods, leave a thumbs up.
Comment your worst period story.
Yeah, your worst period story or your best period hacks, because I need some more hacks. Like if you don't like periods, like if you just like this video.
And don't forget to comment your worst period story.
Yep. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm pretty new to this, so I really hope you enjoyed it. See you next time, guys.
Toodles. Got cramps. Right. That's too weird loud.
Right.
No, I read this thing on BuzzFeed and it said don't eat eggs on your period, and I got really confused, and then I ate an egg on my period and I felt really ill.
Right, okay.
We've been looking in the viewfinder the whole time, so we're sorry about
that. If you want to go check out my blog, because it's so cool, you know. Oh, why do I keep pointing this way?
Because you put your hands down and you go, name's here.
The name probably won't be here. Okay. If you want to check out my blog, I'll leave the link below. I do lots of different things on there. It's so cool. I think personally.
I'm on there.
She is on there.
I'm a great model.
Yeah, she is. So you can go check that out. I'll leave the link below. Right, okay. Okay.
That was really cringy, Sophie.
It was. What should I say?
Adios, amigos. Periods, they suck. You ache and cramp. You bleed every month. They just really suck. So. You just went 3. You didn't even say 2, 1. I was like, okay, when's she gonna say it?